Hello everybody, it's Matt here, the Gaming Bristolian. Today we're going to have a look at my Xbox One collection. Worth noting, I did do a 360 video last week, so if you're into Xbox, you might want to check it out. So first of all, we got Halo the Master Chief Collection. So this is basically Halo 1, 2, 3 and 4. First two on the original Xbox, second two are 360. The first two games have sort of received an update in graphics. Like, they look nicer than the original Xbox version would. There was a bit of trouble with this when it first came out. Like, it didn't run particularly well, but they've updated it and patched it now, and it actually runs pretty well. So yeah, this is recommended. Then you got Halo 5 Guardians. Again, another Halo game. This was good. I liked it. Tad on a short side, if I'm honest. I wasn't that keen on a multiplayer, but you can pick this up pretty cheap now. So yeah, this is fine. And then the latest one, we got Halo Infinite, which I don't know, divides opinion, this one, I think. I didn't mind it, but I only ever played it through once, and most of the other Halo games I've played through multiple times. This I've done once, and I was like, it's fine. But as to be said as well, I played this on the Xbox One. It might run better if you got Series X. I don't know. I don't have a Series X yet. So then we got The Crew. This is sort of open world racing game. I believe a lot of the servers have been shut off for this, so yeah, there's not really a lot you can do with this now, to be fair, as it requires internet. So it's a bit unfortunate, because when this is up and running, this is quite a fun game, but it's basically coaster now, really. And we got Battlefield 1. It's a first-person shooter set in the First World War, I believe. Yeah, it's the First World War. Yeah, it's alright. Sort of generic military shooter. It's quite good fun. I noticed it had the voice of Robert Carlyle, who was Bigby in Trainspotting. There's one of the sergeants in it, and I heard his voice, and he just sounded like Bigby again. And that's literally the most memorable thing about this game, if I'm honest. And we got Wolfenstein: The Old Blood. First person shooter again. I really like this. I'm not World's biggest Wolfenstein fan, but I thought this one was really good. It's proper old school style first person shooter, like 90s style, just obviously with, nicer graphics, but it's very fast paced, very gory, very violent. It's it's recommended. Again, get as cheap as anything, this game. Next we got Rise of a Tomb Raider. This is obviously a Tomb Raider game. Yeah, a lot of fun this. This is actually a sort of sequel to this Tomb Raider, which I probably should have put on first, but never mind. Yeah, this was a reboot, which I think was a 360 game, and then they re-released it on Xbox One, and this is basically a sequel. They're both pretty good. They do seem to play a lot like Uncharted, or a lot more like Uncharted than the old Tomb Raiders did. But yeah, these are quite fun. I believe there's also a third one, Shadow of a Tomb Raider, I believe. But I don't have it on yet, so I can't comment. We got Lost Judgment. So this is kind of a spin-off of the Yakuza games, or Like a Dragon, as they're sometimes called as well. Set in the same universe, but you're basically this guy, Yagami his name is, and you're like a detective. It's really cool fun, really, really good game. You got a load of old Sega arcade games in this as well, because you can literally walk into an arcade and play stuff. So I did like this one. Next we got Star Wars Battlefront. Yes, wasn't overly impressed by this. Online shooter has got a single player, but it's really nothing to write home about at all. A lot of stuff on this as well is basically locked behind a paywall, which I thought was a bit scummy, to be fair. So you buy the game, but you still got to spend more money afterwards. I believe there is a few flight sections and things, but we didn't really last that long. It is sort of slightly misleading, this. Yeah, it's alright. And then you got the sequel, Star Wars Battlefront 2. Again, same problem where they lock stuff behind a paywall. It's not necessarily bad, but I don't know. It's okay. This does have a proper single player campaign though. That's the only thing I'd say about this over the first one. Yeah, it's alright. And you got Mad Max, obviously based on the popular Mel Gibson films, or I suppose Tom Hardy, I guess, but I always think of Mad Max being Mel Gibson because that's the ones I used to watch. Yeah, this is alright. It's sort of open world, all set in the desert, as you might imagine, set in Australia. I liked this at first. Like, I got a bit bored of it towards the end because it's very similar and all locations are very similar. Wasn't bad, but wasn't great either. Next we got Tekken 7. Yeah, I like this one. I like Tekken generally, but 3D fighter, very action packed. It has a proper story mode and it has an arcade mode and play it online. It looks really nice as well. I thought it ran really well and really smoothly. This is recommended. And we got Quantum Break. Yeah, this isn't, well, it's okay. It's very like cutscene heavy. It's probably the best way I'd say to describe this. It's alright. If you like games with a lot of story, it's fine. There's a whole mechanic of like rewinding time, which sounds better than it actually works in the game. Yeah, it's okay. And we got Dirt Rally 2.0. This is sort of, well, it's a rally game, obviously, made by Codemasters. Sort of a follow-up, Dirt Rally, to the old Colin McRae games on the PS1 and PS2. Where it's a rally game, but it's a bit more of a serious rally game, if you know what I mean, whilst the normal Dirt game is a bit more fun and open-ended. Yeah, I like this. I really enjoyed it. So racing games, we got F1 2020 with, who's that, Lewis Hamilton and Vettel, I believe. Yeah, good game. Formula 1 game, again, Codemasters. Not much to say about it really. If you like Formula 1, you probably like it. Next, we got Gears of War 4. Really enjoyed this. I like this a lot. If you ever play Gears of War, they're like cover shooters. A lot very action-packed. Good single player, good multiplayer. So you got the horde modes as well, which are fun. Yeah, again, really like this. You also had Gears of War Limited, or Ultimate Edition, sorry. This is basically a remake of the first Gears game on a 360. Really nice remake. Obviously, they've done the graphics up a lot, but there's also a load of extra levels in it as well, which I thought was quite cool. Also worth noting, if you buy this, you also get a key to unlock, or not to unlock, but to download the 3 or 4 actually. No, you got 4 on the Xbox. The original Gears games. So you're basically buying this, but you're getting 4 extra games for free, which is pretty cool. And also got Gears 5, Gears of War 5. I only bought this about 3-4 weeks ago, and I've not got around to playing it yet. As you can see, it's still got the barcode on it. So I can't say if it's any good or not, but I like most of the other Gears games, so I'm guessing I'm probably going to like this. I might do an update at some point and tell you what I think of this. And another game I haven't got around to playing yet is Destiny 2. As you can see, still sealed. First Destiny was okay. I wouldn't say I was I did a single player, I did a little bit of online. It wasn't amazing. It was good. It just felt like watered down Halo to me. This might be better. I don't know yet. As I said, I haven't played it. Next, we got Mighty Number 9. Yeah, this is... I wouldn't say it's as bad as some people make out, because I've heard people really knock this game, but it's also not great either. It's kind of a Mega Man. Well, I say Mega Man clone. It's by the same people who made Mega Man, the same developer. Obviously, it's not Capcom, but yeah, this is. It's not good, but it's not as bad as everyone says it is. If you're a hardcore Mega Man fan, you might get some liking out of it, but hard to recommend, really, if I'm honest. And we got a far better game, GTA 5, which has seemingly been released now on about 3 different generations. Still a really good game, lots to do. You got all the online stuff as well. It's a really good single player. Sure, you've probably played GTA 5 at some point. Yeah, really recommended, but you've probably got it already. You got Project Cars 3. First 2 Project Cars are proper sim games, sim racing games, and then they've done this, and this is probably close to something like Forza. It's a little bit, I wouldn't say arcadey, but it's a little bit easier to play for me. I did enjoy this. I did quite like this. Talking of Forza, I got a few of those, so I'm going to quickly go through each Forza game. It's Forza 5. This was a launch title, racing game, really well made. Most of the Forza games are really well made. You basically pick your track, pick a tournament, and away you go. Does have a voice, or the voiceovers of Richard Hammond, Jeremy Clarkson, James May, obviously at the time who were the Top Gear presenters, and you can do challenges on like the Top Gear track, if you remember that, in the airport, and that's quite good, like a little diversion, something to do. And just generally, it's a really nice racing game. That was followed up with Forza Horizon 6. This is good, very much more the same. In fact, they actually repeat quite a few of the tracks in this game, but still really good. Still got the Top Gear bit in there as well. It's recommended. I'll be honest, whichever one. I think there's 7 as well, which I don't have, but they're all pretty good. And you got Forza Horizon 2. Now, the Horizon games are open world. Each one's in a different location. All really good games. This one here is set in sort of the south of France. I think it's in Nice and sort of the top of Italy. Yeah, really cool game. I do like that. And they followed that with Forza Horizon 3, which is set in Australia. Again, I think you got Sydney and you can sort of go on the outback. And yeah, this is really good. I tend to go for like the off-road vehicles in news. Like I said, there's a lot in here. You got like Land Rovers and buggies and rally cars and lots of good stuff. Then you had Forza Horizon 4, which is the one set in Scotland, this one. Or north of England and Scotland. I know it's got Edinburgh, which you can drive into. Yeah, again, still really cool. Oddly enough, this still has a Top Gear connection because it's got Chris Harris, who done the modern Top Gear, doing a bit of voiceover as well. And the newest one, Forza Horizon 5, which is set in Mexico. And yeah, this is really good. Again, Series X or Xbox One. I played an Xbox One and it still looked really good. Probably looks even better if you play on Series X. But yeah, I do like these games. I'm a big Forza fan. So I thought I'd put those 3 together because they're all pretty similar games. You got FIFA 16, FIFA 19, FIFA 21. Still sealed. I've still not got around to playing it. All football games, all FIFA games. I'm sure you know what to expect. There's not really a lot to say about them, to be honest, but yeah, they're all fine. And then also got a Pez game there with Luis Suarez eating his own hand. Better than eating somebody else like he normally does. But yeah, never mind. Yeah, Pez is alright. Kind of really fell off, I thought, Pez. Like in the PS2 era, it was like a big old game and people seem to love it. And now, I don't know, I don't think they even make it anymore. I don't know, I think it became eFootball. But yeah, it's alright. You got Scream Ride. Yeah, this is a bit of an odd game, to be honest. You're on like roller coasters and you have to basically press certain buttons and slow down and speed up to stop yourself falling off. It's okay for a short burst, but if you play it for more than about 20 minutes, it just gets really repetitive. Sort of felt like it's probably a best sort of game for a £5 download, not a full price, fully boxed game. But yeah, it's alright, I guess. And you got Rare Replay. For those who don't know, Rare are a British games company. They started making games for like the ZX Spectrum back in the 80s. Switched over to Nintendo and eventually got bought by Microsoft. This is about a compilation of their best games, or some of them, because it ain't got Donkey Kong Country on it, which is probably one of the best games. But yeah, you got like Battletoads, Banjo-Kazooie, Blast Corps, Killer Instinct. Probably Rare's best era was probably like Nintendo 64 era. Since then, kind of waved a little bit. I know we've done Sea of Thieves, I think, which I've not played. I've heard people like it, but yeah, this is good. Again, you get this really cheap and you get 30 games. So yeah, this is recommended. And you got Injustice 2. It's by the same people who make Mortal Kombat, but it features DC superheroes. You see, yeah, you got Harley Quinn, Flash. I don't know who's ever Supergirl, is that? We would think it'd have Batman on the cover, but you know. This is good. Well, it's good, but again, has a lot of content you have to pay for. You only basically get about half the characters, and you just got to spend more in-world money, or not in-world money, you have to spend real money to unlock everything, which just always feels a little bit cheap when developers do that. If it didn't have that, it'd be recommended, but I don't know, it's really down to how much money you want to spend, really. And we got Rise, Son of Rome. It's a launch game. It's a good game. Reminded me a lot of the movie Gladiator with Russell Crowe. Quite short, if I'm honest. It's all about Romans coming to Britain, and then he goes back to Rome halfway through the game, and it's sort of gone a bit pear-shaped. But yeah, this was good. I wouldn't say it's amazing, but yeah, it's fine. So now we're going to have a look at the CODs. So first of all, we got Call of Duty Ghosts. One of the weaker CODs, if I'm honest. It's all fine. It's still perfectly playable. Bit where you control the dog's a bit weird, and yeah, a bit in space. But yeah, this is alright. Again, I think this is a launch title as well, or quite a very early game. Only got Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. This is from the era where they went into sort of jetpacks and stuff like that, which I wasn't that fond of. It's fine. I wouldn't say it's amazing or anything. It's also weirdly, I think, it's the one with Kevin Spacey in it as well, who at the time was quite a respected actor, and now obviously stuff's come out about him. So it's a little bit odd playing this and seeing Kevin Spacey keep on popping up. Then you got Call of Duty World War II, or WW2. This I liked. I thought it was one of the better CODs on the system. Yeah, it's all to do with American soldiers during the end of the Second World War. Did enjoy it. Really quite a good story as well. Played a bit of multiplayer, didn't really play zombies. I'm not a massive fan of zombies, if I'm honest. But yeah, this is it's probably one of the better ones in the system. And last of all, we got Call of Duty, Infinite Warfare, and Modern Warfare. Modern Warfare, the original, really good game, and it's a really good remake of it. Up done the graphics and things like that, and that's really impressive. Infinite Warfare, not that great. I generally think they tack this on just to make you so you'd actually buy it, because this by itself is kind of very mid. It's probably definitely one of the weaker CODs. Again, it's one of the jetpack ones, which, yeah, if you like it, maybe you like it, but I don't know. If you're buying this, I'd say buy it for Modern Warfare. Right, so that was my Xbox One collection. Thank you very much for watching. As I said, if you wanted to check my 360 video, that's also online. I done it last week. So, yeah, thank you for watching. I don't know what console I'll do next time.